Hello, Ravenites all around the world. Thank you guys for joining to another RAVENCOIN Community Day. This time today is September 30th, 2022. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Before we get started, I want to make sure I get our plugin, our coin tree of the day, which is CoinTrade slash C3 Media. Now, if you guys want to help donate via crypto, we do accept some crypto, which is really nice. We would appreciate that. If you guys want to buy some merch, we do have some merch. Hang out with us in Discord and a YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. We are live streaming directly on Twitch right now, which is pretty cool. Um, and yeah, all right, cool. So let's go ahead and get started. We do have Mike in the house right now. Welcome, Mike. So before we get started with the open community, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to Discord like I did last week and read verbatim what's been going on in the Discord in the Ravencoin development meeting. So if you guys are ever interested in what's going on in Ravencoin, you guys can easily jump in the Discord over in, at Ravencoin Community, and there is a channel called Development Meetings, as you can see here on the screen. Every single week on Friday, the devs get together and talk about the newest updates. So what I'm going to do is read verbatim what's been going on. It might be a little boring for some, but for others, it's quite inspirational because it gives some insight of what's been going on in the development of Ravencoin. So let's go ahead and get started. Then after this, I'm going to go ahead and open up the channel and let some folks talk. And hopefully, Mike, if you don't mind sending an invite out to let people know that the Twitter space is now open. Thank you. All right, so let's see. September 30th, Kinkajou starts off the day with channel open. Sean responds, "Hi everyone." Hans Smith responds, "Happy Friday." LSJIL7 responds, "Anything pressing in people's opinion?" Kinkajou responds, "There has been a mention of people wishing to continue testing slash working with P2SH. So it'd be nice to get that re-added to the testnet at first convenience." LSJIL7 responds, "I'm interested in getting the P2SH hard fork for testnet going since we got back on 4.6.1 code there, but happy to wait if something else is more pressing." Kinkacho responds, "I imagine that will require the assistance of Hans Schmidt, who is currently quite busy." LSJIO7 responds, "Probably because I am not that capable yet. Obviously, others can look for it as well." Hans Schmidt responds, "The coding work could certainly be done in the not too distant future, but there's also hasn't been a clear plan for how to coordinate a Raven low risk mainnet hard fork, which is the more difficult aspect." King Joe responds, excuse me while I get some water here. Okay, Kinkajou responds, "The contact sheet is more current than it was, but still missing a lot of exchanges. I plan to continue working on this. Just have been quite busy with another project lately. We could always move forward with the testnet fork whilst working towards a solution for the mainnet." LSJIO7 responds, "As far as I know, wouldn't it be the standard BIP9 with the longer activation periods set to start in 1 month or so after the binary release? A way to work around the contract list is simply longer window to activate." Tinkager responds, "We just adjusted the activation window. I can assume working on the contact list next week, but it's hard to estimate how long that will take. Success hinges on exchanges responding promptly. For most exchanges, I have no contact at all, even an outdated one. So I'll just be emailing blindly to whichever public contact info I can find." LSJIL7 responds, "There does come a point where Kinkajou has done all he can. The risk is coming off of it as a scam until the actual binaries are released." Hans responds to LS, Correct, but that only works well if everyone updates to the new version of core with the BIP9 code. If a group uses the new version and passes the change while the remaining people keep using the old version, then you still split the community. It depends on what percentage of approval you will require versus how difficult you will want to make it to pass. And you willingly to split off 40% of the community to make passage likely, or only 10%, and it may well never pass. The same aspect of decentralization, which, in my opinion, Raven has done better than any other project, also makes hard forks difficult to plan and execute without risking an unintended split. It will be up to the community to decide when the confidence level is high enough to proceed. But I suspect that will dictate the plan and timing rather than coding settings the place. Ellis responds, code is law though. It should set the pace, just my opinion. Hans responds, you can't force anyone to make the change by issuing a new version of core. They can keep using the old version. Ellis responds, it was a high percentage of 80 to 90% of blocks to carry out the hard fork. All miners and exchanges will follow suit. They are waiting and watching. Kinka's response to Alice, I'm emailing under the pretense of information about the previous release and asking them to confirm contact info, also CCing Tron and Draws. But yes, the main concern is that is just people not responding since I'm not a random Gmail address. I think if we can get 70% plus of the exchange info confirmed via this outreach, we can recruit the Ravencoin community Twitter army to help notify the rest. Steel Hugger jumps into the conversation. What percent did we use on previous forks? Anyone remember? Verbose jumps into the conversation. Varied by fork, I think. Or was it always 90%? Tron responds, we can go back and look. It is specified by the number of blocks out of 2016. Verbose responds, my brain is fried. Alice responds, this next one should be 80 or higher. Hans responds, the previous, excuse me, let's see here. The previous, there we go. The previous fork ranged from 70 to 85%. Tron responds, 1,814 of 2016 for the first two. 1,714 of 2,106 for transfer underscore script underscore size. LSJIO7 responds 80 is absolute minimum, in my opinion. Higher than 85 runs into issues with one miner holding out. Not necessarily a bad thing, as allows more time for people to update. Kinkajou responds with a link to github.com/Raven project /Ravencoin /pool /1124/files. LSJIO7 responds, especially with longer block windows, period. 80% good as an average, or do we want to give people more time? Kinkajou responds, 80% is fine in my opinion. It's what we landed on the first time we discussed this. P2SH for assets is a relatively minor change. Also increased activation from window from 2016 to 20,160 blocks. Wow, that's a big jump. And I'm good with 80%. Shall we do emoticons? Fire for 80% and clock for 85. So the response is 4 fires and 1 clock. My initial ones don't count. Okay. So Tron responds, it doesn't matter. Oh, shoot. Did I exit out? Oh, there we go. It doesn't matter how small the change is if it changes consensus. As soon as the first P2SH transaction goes through, then everyone, including exchanges that haven't upgraded, are forked off. That is super dangerous for them, and for the safety of the ecosystem. Wow. Hans Schmidt responds, I also wouldn't call it minor from a coding viewpoint. It's been tested quite a bit on testnet, but it's major. I will be happy to code whatever people want, but there should probably be more than four people voting. I agree. Kinkajou responds, fair enough. I meant not a significant feature change since it's something we already had a Raven had for a Raven, but you are right. There was quite a bit of work done to implement it. Just seems like we've already had this debate over the activation window more than a couple of times. Hans Schmidt responds, the concern expressed in Tron's comments appears not related to the activation window or percentage, but rather to the portion of the ecosystem which is not paying attention and not upgraded to the new core version. LSJIO7 responds, if the majority of the miners and pools, etc., migrate, the ones not paying attention will pay attention when they try to use their node or wallet and it's not working. This is not a contentious fork, in my opinion, and users that were on older nodes would update. Jaraz responds, if any of the miners keep mining the old chain, they won't notice. LSJIO7 responds, true. If we were ETH, we would have stuck a difficulty bomb in the last release. Not recommending that. Is there any way the code can manage that issue? I don't think there is. It's a case of educating and encouraging those that want to upgrade to do so. Eventually, those that don't want to upgrade will be forked off if the minor vote passes. Hans Schmidt responds to LSJ IO7. Ha! Bad role model. There are a lot of things which code can do, but which are inconsistent with the RAVENCOIN community's ethos. Kinkajou responds, so the contact sheet is probably the best way to ensure everything goes smoothly. Informing all the exchanges slash mining slash pool slash block explorers and relying on the community to spread the word from there. Mango Farms responds to LSJ IO7. Probably true if they paid attention. I think Bittrex took over a month recently just to do maintenance on their wallet. Having one of them, the Bittrexes of the world, not upgrading for lack of attention would be a real nail biter. The ETH difficulty bond is ultimately why I started mining Raven. So glad you aren't recommending it. And that, Ravenites, concludes this RAVENCOIN development meeting for the meeting of let's see, September 30th. Yeah, that's today. Perfect. All right. So Mike, if you're in the house, what's up? Welcome. Okay. Not in the house. No problemo. Let's head on over to the doesn't look like we have any news here. Let's check it out. No, I don't see much news going on. Well, let's go down the list of channels that I have here that are affiliated with RAVENCOIN. So we do have a Degen Smokers Club server. We'll jump into that real quick and see what's going on there. Let's see, announcements. Once again, this is from the Degen Smokers Club. And let's see, announcements. They got a lot of NFTs they have on the market right now. If you are interested, you could check them out. Let's see, they got this Halloween. Oh, nice. October 1st, we will have a special edition person dropping. Mike Myers. I think that's what he called, right? Michael Myers? Mike Myers? That guy with the knife. How much though? I'm kind of curious. All right. And let's see, DJ chat. And And the Peoples, that's some Beavis and Butthead. If you're into Beavis and Butthead, they do have Beavis and Butthead. And that's it for the DJ Smokers Club. All right, let's head on over to let's see, just NFTs and Ravenous community. Now here they do have quite some stuff. They are pretty active here. Let's see here. How about what? No, let's see. Announcements? Maybe an announcements. Here we go. So this is a while back. This is already passed, but let's see. August 11th. This is from Crypto List. She posted, at everyone, Ryan and Alyssa will be speaking at the NFT LV Con. Just NFTs will also have a booth there as well. Help spread the word, and we've got a link to get tickets at nftlvcon.com slash question mark just NFTs. So unfortunately, this is a little late for us since we're just starting up RAVENCOIN Community Day. So my apologies, but I did my best though, right? I got it out. Okay, next one we have Heads and Rich Club. Let's see if they got anything going on with their announcements. Let's see, nothing there. What about updates? No, nothing there. Okay, no problem. Why do they have these if they don't have anything? Okay, general chat. Nothing there. Um, yeah. So. Hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what? Ah, I think the Starheads are done. All right, let's move on over to the next one, which is going to be Raven Angels. Let's see what they got going on. Luck and Perch. And new drops. Well, community event. Let's see what this is. You with your own NFT studio, a Ravencoin main asset. Okay. Why Ravencoin NFTs aren't just JPEGs and how they are great for artists. What makes NFTs collectible and different than a digital JPEG is that they can't be copied. Sure, the digital artwork or JPEG attached to them can be copied. What can't be copied is the token slash asset that is the NFT. The token cannot be copied, only transferred. This is especially true on Ravencoin, where the NFT is issued under a uniquely named root token main asset that provides provenance. Provenance just means where it came from, its origins. I think the provenance is the most important part of an NFT. From Black lead Ravencoin developer. Category 1, digital photos. 2, photography. Contest, 1 entry per artist per category. All artists new to Ravencoin welcome to enter. No explicit content. Entry cannot cannot be previously minted on another blockchain. Otherwise, have fun, create something unique, and submit. Submit JPEGs entries to ravenangels.ravencoin at gmail.com. Entry deadline is a long time ago. Jesus Christ. That's back in February 25th, 2022. That's months ago. Oh man. That's, that's a while ago. Let's move on to RV NFT. Let's see if they have any announcements here. September 24th. That is a couple days ago. Here you go. Let's see. This is a tweet. Uh, let's see. From Bad Guy TY. No, yeah, announcements. Yeah. Bad Guy TY. Here are the choices for the Squawker's new logo. Ah, Squawker, huh? Oh, check that out. A couple of Ravencoin birds on the Squawker. Interesting. Oh, they look. How come they look the same to me? How come it says it doesn't look like much of a choice? It's literally the same thing. Am I not seeing anything different? What's this? Okay, so you got one birdie here on the S, birdie on the A, and birdie on the W. Okay, let's go back. SAW. Yes. What the heck? What's different about them? I'm confused. I do not see the difference. My mind is blowing. Ah, okay. Let's see. Let's move on over to the next one. A WX Raven. Let's see. What do they have? Drop zone, general. Let's see. The humble miner. It's time to reward. This is back on August. This is actually yesterday, right? No, no. Sorry, no. That's a while ago. August 29th. We'll still read it though. Now let's scroll on down. Let's see. September 30th. Here we go. September 28th. Hello guys, been silent for the past month. Sorry. This is from S Linux. Linux. Hello guys, been silent for the past month. Sorry for that. However, the project is not dead, and I have some good ideas to implement soon. LSJIO7 responds, no worries, life happens. Cyberstorm 64 Double D. Man, I haven't been here in so long. Yeah, WX Raven. All right, that's pretty much it for that. Let's head on over to the collected NFT. It doesn't look like they have any activity going on here. A lot of these servers, unfortunately, don't have much activity. Everything's going on in Twitter. But yeah, look at this. Nothing recent here. 9:30. Today's the 30th, and yeah. So RV NFT doesn't have anything going on. Let's see. The last time they had an update. Upcoming release. That's back in May. Yeah, sorry, we're gonna keep going. Cryptomona, what about the cryptomonas? Nothing here either. Okay, let's head on over to Ravenverse. Ravenverse does look like they have some activity, maybe? Question mark. I'm sorry, you guys. I need some help here. Where's all the activity at? Am I missing it? Am I not in the right server? I don't understand why there's no activity going on. Let's see. I already checked to multiple servers and I'm not finding anything, any activity. Let's see. So in the Ravenverse, we have Faxi, new cell, RAVENCOIN Diamond, number 15, just got sold for 1,000 Raven. That was back on September 25th. Okay, next one is Foul Punks. Let's see if Foul Punks has anything. Foul Punks does not have anything. Let's see, September 20th. I just saw this for sale on Ravenous. I had to snap it up. Am I right in thinking that this is only one with the Foul Punks looking to the right? The rest are to the left. I don't know. What? I don't know. Sorry. Okay, last one is the Mallory Market. Let's see what they got going on in their Discord. All right. Let's see. Let's go to this is the general. Let's see updates. Let's go to updates real quick. Updates 920. At everyone, we have updated our domain to www.mallory.io. Very sorry about the disturbance. It should not happen again. Okay, don't let it happen again. That's from Concordance. Concordance. Okay. General. Scroll up a bit, see what's going on here. 9. Let's see. This is from what? LSJI7 tweets out a few links for newcomers to self-host their files on their home computer using IPFS and also view them easily. IPFS Desktop is a bit of software to help manage a IPFS node easily. Morgan tweets on the 28th of September. In an hour, we will go talk to Mallory Market at jwong_27 about Mallory hashtag NFT Marketplace V2. I like how simple and fast this marketplace works and even be able to use your own tokens made on RAVENCOIN. Come here if this is the marketplace for you. Hashtag Raven, hashtag NFTs. Now, unfortunately, I was on standby for that particular space and it did not happen because Mallory did not attend to that. And it was hosted for them specifically. So there's supposed to be a follow up, hopefully next week to see if they're going to be able to attend. I'm not sure what happened on the last one. I wish somebody here was available to speak and give me an update of why they didn't show up. But that's pretty much all I got. I mean, nobody's really available apparently right now to come hang out on the RAVENCOIN Community Day, and this is just the way it is. And sometimes you have some good days, sometimes not so good days. And it looks like JC just jumped in, so that's cool. At least we have somebody here that might want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. RAVENCOIN. I'm literally just filling in time, so come on, JC. Let's see what you got going on. Just take over the microphone, please. Go ahead, buddy. I'll let you take over. Anything RAVENCOIN related, talk about it. Plug in any project you want. This is RAVENCOIN Community Day, so welcome, welcome, Jay. Well, good, good.
I don't know that I can talk much. I'm thinking putting the kids in the bath and getting them ready for bed, but I got a minute. What's new? What's new with you guys?
Oh, not much, not much. Just hanging out. Just I did a lot of reading this week, a lot of podcasting, and I lost my voice. And I'm still trying to recover.
Man, your voice can last a long time because last week you were talking for a long time, weren't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I even did more. I did an additional. I don't know. I think I did like an extra 5 hours this week of talking, and now this time my voice is gone.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know that I could talk more for more than I don't know 40 minutes.
And you build up to it, man.
Oh
Anyways, JC, I want to ask you. You're the creator of the Monas, right?
yeah,
Okay, so I just went down through all the servers that I have, that I'm affiliated with or that I'm a part of, right? And I looked at yours, and this is not just only you, right? There's a lot of servers out there, a lot of Discord servers. Nobody is updating their servers in regards to the projects that they're doing. Same thing with Mona. I looked through your server, you don't have any updates. So is Mona's a dead project, or what's going on with the Monas?
when you talk about server, you talk about Discord.
Yes, yes,
Hey, John.
yes. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
hello. When you're asking about servers, are you talking about Discord?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Discord was really hard for me to do. Um, I, you may remember that you started it for me, and I appreciate that. But it never really took off. The community that I had been engaged with was in Twitter, and so Discord didn't take off. But the other thing is, Crypto Mona wasn't really intended to be an ongoing thing, right? It was a creation, and my hope was that they would sell out and eventually be desirable, and people would buy them out
Mm-hmm.
and then appreciate over time. But there was no supposed we weren't supposed to have utility or anything like that. So I guess once people stopped buying them, that was it. Every once in a while, I tweet about them, but there's not much to it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
I did keep up the latest information on a website. It's a crypto news article website that I own. It's called cryptoarticles.com, and there's a page
Uh,
dedicated to the cryptomonas there.
okay.
And then every once in a while, I do a giveaway of some of the monas that are left. And then also over the last, I don't know, 3 months, I began burning some monas just to create that scarcity. The ones that are in the marketplaces that haven't sold, I've been burning them.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about your pet rock.
Oh yeah, the Raven Rock. There's gonna be a lot of things coming up for Raven Rock. I've been building it up for the past year. A lot of things behind the scenes. It's literally been a year. Did you know that? Like Raven Rock's birthday is next month. Like literally, there's just
Wow,
days. There're just days until Raven Rock's birthday.
that's
So, so since this is RavenCoin Community Day, I might as well talk about it too. So, Raven Rock will be 1 year on October 29th. That's when Raven Rock was minted. You can check the blockchain explorer and see that it was minted on that day. So, I'm gonna have a big celebration for Raven Rock 1 year anniversary. But then there on after, what the people don't know, which nobody knows yet, is well, unless they were part of the Raven Rock Adventures over at in Discord. Maybe they might have a sneak peek of what's been going on behind the scenes. So if you're not a part of the Raven Rock Adventures over in Discord, then you're missing out on what's been going on behind the scenes. So this past year, Raven Rock has done a lot of travels all around. It literally thousands and thousands of trips everywhere, hundreds of photos. Raven Rock is going to come out after the 1 year birthday. There's going to be a lot of activity going on with Raven Rock's Twitter account to bring more awareness of what a physical NFT. So that's the whole idea, is to try to really publish or more articles and more understanding of what a physical NFT is, right? So that's the whole goal about Ravencoin. I want Ravencoin to continue to travel and bring awareness to people. Like this rock right here is a physical NFT. Okay, it's not just a digital NFT. This thing is physical. This particular rock is actually minted on the blockchain. So that's pretty cool. And it's a unique piece. It's handmade. That's what's awesome about that. It's a raven, right? That's pretty cool. So immediately thereafter, after the first 1 year anniversary birthday, um, I'm gonna start publishing a lot more content on the Raven Rock Twitter account. So if you're not a part of that and following Raven Rock on Twitter, make sure you head on over and do that because Raven Rock's gonna be coming out with a bang.
so Raven Rock has its own Twitter account, huh?
Yep, and Discord account.
Wow, that's a busy rock.
I'm you don't even know, buddy. You don't even know. Just wait. Just wait until after its birthday. You're gonna see just an unlimited amount of travels and vacations and historical places. You're gonna see a bunch of stuff coming out. You're gonna be like, "Whoa, dude! Raven Rock has probably traveled more than you, buddy." And I know you're a traveler, man. Jason,
so,
you travel a lot.
so do you keep the rock like in your pocket at all times?
Yes.
Wow. So this, in terms of on-chain assets, this is an ancient rock,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
one of a kind.
Well, would you consider it an ancient rock? Why would you say an ancient rock?
Because how many rocks are represented as digital assets on the blockchain? And this is probably like one of the first ones.
Yes,
And in terms of crypto years, like crypto time, what happened a year ago is ancient, right?
yes. Well, on top of that, it happened. It was minted before the first happening. Which,
Yeah.
if you have any insight about the first happening, pretty much everybody is almost universally in agreement on Ravencoin that if you own anything that was minted before the happening, that probably has a lot more value than after the happening.
Yeah, that's funny. There was there's been a few people that DM me, send me a message on Twitter, and say, "Hey, man, I really like something, and you're an OG," and I'm like, "What? I'm I'm not an OG." But what happened is I've been in Ravencoin for just over a year, right? And people are showing up now, like 3 months
Yeah,
ago, and
yeah,
they look back at anything we did a year ago and think that's OG.
that's funny. Yeah, yeah. Hashtag buy my book, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was just so that's really old.
So JC, you're gonna have the first privilege of hearing out my idea. Okay.
All
So
right.
hear me out. All right. You're the lucky one. Whether you want to go spread this around or keep this to you and just let people hear it. Maybe you just want to say, hey, everybody in Ravencoin, go listen to Blockchain John's Ravencoin Community Day because he has some stuff to say what's coming up. All right, JC, you ready? You got
All
time?
right. Yep.
Okay, so here's the idea. For the longest time, I've been wanting to do a convention, right? C3 Media Convention. And I love Ravencoin, so a Ravencoin convention. What do you think about those ideas, man? A convention.
So I'm guessing this is all virtual, right?
Well, I mean, I'm going to a convention in person next week in a couple of days. Literally
Oh,
in 4 days, I'm going to one.
yeah. No, we absolutely need more in-person Raving Coin events. Yeah,
Okay.
I know we had the cruise. I've never gone to it. And I know at the beginning when Raving Coin was being launched, but a few people got together in a hotel. But I don't know of any other events besides virtual events. So that'd be cool. Yeah,
So
do
that
it.
was that was my idea. It was going to be C3 Media presents a Ravencoin convention or RavenCon 2023, something like that, right? Or 2022. And it's gonna happen in Braveland, right? And I want you to imagine something similar to the Oscars, right? The best exchange award goes to dot dot dot, and then we do a little a raffle mechanism via Twitter, right? Twitter votes. The community, the Ravencoin community, literally has the voting ability to decide who is the best exchange by clicking on the options below, right? That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, you could do that for
Okay.
the best artist also, right?
That's what I was in. There's so many. I already looked into all the different options. I already have everything planned out, and that's gonna happen. Ready? On the 29th of October, like literally 1 month from now, it's gonna happen. Right now, it's pretty much starting tomorrow will be the build up. That's why I wanted people to show up today to the Ravencoin Community Day so I can explain to them what's going to be happening, what the ideas, what the vision is, where I want to move forward with Ravencoin. Because to me, this JC, I'm picking up from where you left off with T minus 30. This is T minus 30 version 2, because Ravencoin's birthday is coming up on October 31st. So I want to make sure
Ah,
that we get bring more awareness. So for
there
me,
you
this is
go.
T minus 30 for Ravencoin's birthday.
Very cool. Very cool. So so it's gonna be virtual or is it gonna be in person?
It's going to be in Braveland.
Okay, virtual.
Yes, for the time being. If we get enough attendance in there, if we get sponsors in there, then we'll consider something in person. But for the time being, we need to support each other. Like, come on, JC, you're the only one here, buddy, and I appreciate you for being here. So it's one of those things like if we're doing something in person and JC, you're the only person that shows up, that's gonna be a lot. That's not gonna be too good, right?
Right, I hear you. Traveling is hard. We're so
Exactly. So
decentralized that we're all over the
so
world, right?
Exactly. So the next best thing is to have it in Braveland for one reason that we need to utilize Braveland a lot more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody's utilizing Braveland, dude. Blockchain Tiger is spending $5,000 a month. He's donating that money every single month just to keep up the Braveland server maintained, right? If he doesn't pay that, then Verbella just disconnects Braveland.
Yeah, I guess the only other person that I hear using Braveland often is Brick.
Yeah, and that's tomorrow, as a matter of fact. We'll be there
Yeah.
tomorrow, so I'll be there tomorrow supporting him and streaming his content. So if you can make it, that'd be great. We need to show some support. Now, as a matter of fact, that was my next thing on the list that I have written right here. Is that from here on forward, I'm gonna be doing Ravencoin Community Day in Braveland every Friday. So if you want to join, I will be doing it there.
So, John, do you think Fridays are tougher because people are like, off work and doing whatever, and it's harder to get people to show up on Fridays? Maybe.
Well, maybe that's a possibility, but the reason I do it on Friday, well, first of all, my schedule's busy. I have a lot of other podcasts that I'm doing throughout the week, right? So Friday works for me because it literally is the day of the RAVENCOIN development meeting, which is very important. That's something that I want to bring more exposure to the RAVENCOIN community and those curious about RAVENCOIN development. Nobody's talking about publicly what's going on with RAVENCOIN development. The people want to know what's going on with RAVENCOIN development. I'm not saying I'm the best at it, but what I'm doing is hey, you got any questions? Go watch my video. I read verbatim what the developers are doing. Every single word that they communicated in that development meeting is what they're doing. So there it is. It's historically written. It's historically documented now, um, in Discord. But the reason I also did it on YouTube, or I recorded it, is because surprisingly, there's still people that aren't in Discord, but people want to know what's going on with RavenCoin. So one of our most popular videos is the development video. This video. So what I did was I compiled RavenCoin Community Day, which is open to RavenCoin community, to talk about projects. And what we do at the beginning, the first 15 to 20 minutes, is all I do. Nobody speaks other than me at the beginning, and they just listen to what's going on to get a fresh update of what's going on with RavenCoin development meeting. So if you have any questions about what's going on, you can literally listen to the beginning of this episode to know exactly who is who and who's doing what in RavenCoin to get a fresh update.
I
Then
think
after
that's great.
then after that, the second part of the segment is open up to the community, and just like you, JC, you can come on in and talk about whatever you want to talk about as long as it's RavenCoin related.
Yeah, I think that's great. I actually like the fact that you're doing it on Fridays because other people may pick a different day of the week, and if you're consistent enough, people will start showing up or will continue to show up.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the fact that you're doing it on Fridays. Um, as far as development, something that I really feel that I'm out of the loop on is this other project that is basically a testing environment for uh, Ravencoin pursuing,
Evermore.
yeah, yeah, like pursuing like DeFi and smart contracts and that kind of stuff. Um, but I just don't think people know enough about it. I certainly don't. And I,
Well, that's another thing that I wish that they were here so they can talk about that, right? Come on through the RavenCoin Community Day. That's what it's for. Come on in, talk about what the project is, let the people know what it is. Let's record it and push it out there for the public. That's what this platform is for.
yeah. So, and like I'd like to know who's involved in it. Is it just one person pursuing it, or is it a few individuals?
I don't know. I couldn't answer that directly. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a really ambitious project. So I wish we could support them somehow, and but I don't even know uh, if they need support, right?
Yeah, hold on. Actually, I found their server. Just give me a second here. I'm gonna look into it right now. All right, Evermore. Let's see. General discussions. Let's see. It looks like we have Steel Clubber, that dude Crypto, Hans Schmidt, which these are all guys that are actually developing on Ravencoin. You have Sevi in there. These are names that Kinkoju's in there, Gatto's in there. These are actually names of people that are highly active in the Ravencoin development. So literally the guys that are working developing on Ravencoin are the same guys developing Evermore DeFi.
Okay, so it's a bunch of them, not just hands, huh?
No, so I'm gonna look at right now. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to. I wish I had a little more organized into who's who. Well, you have Kinkaju in here. You have Jake Menard, Hans Schmidt. There's a lot of people, man. Um,
So the other thing is that I understand that what they're
Crypto Lock
doing
Person.
could be backstepped. I think somebody said they used the words backstepped onto Ravencoin, and which I don't really know what that means, but I think that's where I get excited, is if some of those things that they're pursuing can be implemented eventually on Ravencoin, then that's awesome. If they're just gonna stay as experiment, then you know that's not as exciting.
Yeah. So from what I understand, Evermore is going to be like the Litecoin to Bitcoin. Evermore is going to be the the Litecoin for for Ravencoin. Yeah. Does that make sense?
So, that would make sense, but the Hans introduction paper said that it wasn't a fork and it wasn't a new coin. So that's where I get confused.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I wish one of them was available to talk about that here. So, from what it sounds like, from what I've been hearing, apparently there's going to be an airdrop. Did you hear about that as well?
Oh yeah, I heard something like the top 50,000 wallets on Ravencoin will get an airdrop.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's like, okay, when is that? And and am I there? I don't know.
I'm assuming you're not in this Evermore Discord, correct?
Correct. I'm not. I didn't even know there was one.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot of activity going on here. It's very very active. Yeah,
So yeah, like how do I find out if I'm in the top 50,000 wallets?
that's a good question. I would say jump on with them, or just give me a moment, see if I can read through it. Um, yeah, give me a second here, okay? Let me read through it. All right, here's my question to you. Do you own more than 1 million Raven coin? JC?
Well, more than 1 million?
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, okay. Well then,
That's a lot of Raven, man.
you want to be in the top 5,000 or 50,000?
I thought it was 50,000.
Yeah, 50,000. Yeah. You gotta have a minimum of 1 million because that'll get you up there in the 50,000.
Wow, man, that's a ton of money.
I'm just joking, man. Hold on. Let me continue to read through it. Let me hold on a second. Let's see. Da, 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 da.
It's more like it's probably more like 10,000 Raven.
So it says right here, this is from Hans. We will be using this is from today, literally like 12, 16 hours ago. We will be using the special purpose built version of Ravencoin at github.com/Hans Schmidt Ravencoin release tag 4.6.2 snapshot to do the snapshot. You will need to use the dash snapshot CLI option to take the snapshot, then use the print snapshot RPC call to print the snapshot while piping the output into the file. Evermore CLI print snapshot XXXXX. Okay, so and then sort the file by my balance to find the 50,000 cutoff. So, okay, that doesn't that oh man, see the thing about working with developers is they don't really make it too easy, man. I know what he's saying, but you gotta follow the steps to find out, basically. So so do we have a snapshot date, or have we borked it by not transferring all my current Raven from the exchange? Nope, not yet. This is today. Nope, not yet. We'll announce a date in advance, at least 2 or 3 weeks in advance. Okay, thanks. Okay, so this is updated from today. There you go.
Cool. And I guess like people like me, I have like maybe two or three wallets. I'll I'll need to combine them maybe.
And you have the private keys to those?
Yeah, of course. Do you want a number?
Yes. Yes, please. Development. Let's see. Development. Uh-huh. Let's see, whether it be oracles. Yes, oracles are an important component of DeFi. It's on a roadmap, but first we need to implement level one and level two deck support. For details, see the roadmap at. Okay, let's see this roadmap here. Oh man, to be honest, this is not the nicest roadmap there is, but okay, let's see. Level one deck support. Every UTXO can be offered if new desire swap data fields creates da da da. Now let's see level two deck support. One inefficiency of the scheme. Oh geez, that's too much, man. Level three deck support. Price discovery can be made even more efficient. Oh geez. Uh, Oracle guided trading. Normal UTXO trading uses traditional price discovery negotiated between buyers and sellers. Implementing the price oracles. Remember that the goal of Evermore is to implement low-level plumbing support for DeFi in a Bitcoin-like architecture without committing to a specific DeFi implementation when there are choices. Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna read any more than that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Testnet. Let's see. Nothing in testnet. What about the GitHub? Nothing there. Dev meeting. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Report scams. Help desk. Verification. Yeah, I wish somebody was available to give us more details of what Evermore is all about. That would have been nice. I know, but I don't think there's anybody here. So head on back over to Twitter and see what's going on Twitter. RAVENCOIN. Okay, let's see here. Brick, thank you for the birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Brick! Happy birthday! Okay. Oh, another thing, JC, I wanted to bring to your attention. We're gonna bring back for the second year the RAVENCOIN torch. Remember the RAVENCOIN torch? It's coming back on during the Raven convention. Okay, so get ready for that. Make sure you're ready to do the RAVENCOIN torch. All right. Let's see. Morgan Crow had a lovely small group in the Discord call tonight. You missed something there. Now that I know something the most of you don't, LSJ07 and Indie Bows shield Indie Bows shield her bows. You could check out those high quality homemade with a lot of love. Okay, cool. Let's see. Tesla. Tesla just unveiled the AI bot Optimus. Let's check this out. Oh, dude. Here it is. It's official. I need to actually mute this. Wow. If you haven't seen Optimus, it is a creepy bot. Is this like legitimate? I don't know. No. No. I'm saying right now, no. This is probably one of the worst looking robots out there. This is what Tesla can offer. I'm saying no right away. Let me see it in action. I mean, yes, I guess it is in action. They just, oh, jeez, I don't like it. Let me replay that again. Watch again. Okay, here we go. Is it on anything? I couldn't see. Hold on, let's rewind that again. Okay, let's go back. It's okay. I don't see anything below its feet. Oh, let's mute that. Okay, taking a closer look at this bot. Oh man. See, this is the machine that's gonna come to your home if you have Ethereum, because Ethereum is proof of stake. This thing is gonna know that you have a proof of stake. They're gonna want their taxes. It's gonna be working for the government. It's gonna come for your crypto. If you have RAVENCOIN, it's proof of work. It's decentralized. Keep it anonymous. I'm sure. Hopefully somebody out there is creating a Raven Tornado Cash pool thingamajig to mix RAVENCOIN. That'd be awesome. I want to see that happen. And I'll keep anonymous with anonymous RAVENCOIN. Yeah, I don't like this bot. I'm sorry. This bot is ugly. That's an ugly bot. Get rid of it. All right. I think we're pretty much done. We got a few minutes left. All right. So I just want to give a couple shout outs. One to Mike. Mike for coming in early. I appreciate you, Mike, for just hanging out, being there, listening to me. Same thing with JC. JC, I appreciate you being the only one out here interacting with me. I like it. I told you all my ideas. You're like the key holder to all the secrets, unless somebody obviously watched the video. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So once again, a recap of what I'm doing is starting tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about the RAVENCOIN convention that's going to be hosted in Braveland. Tomorrow, I'm going to be in Braveland, and so I'm going to bring up that idea to everybody in Braveland tomorrow, and I'm going to ask for their support. I'm asking for you guys' support as well. Um, and it's gonna be imagine like the Oscar awards, the best exchange goes to yada yada yada. The best NFT artist goes to the best token out there goes to the best community member goes to the best developer goes to and so on and so forth. And we're gonna do that. And the idea, fingers crossed, is that as we get closer to that convention, that I can get some real sponsors to back me up on this, because this is obviously going to be hosted by C3 Media, and I want C3 Media to legitimately actually have some fundraising behind them, to make this happen. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of energy to put this together, and I definitely want to get a nice little pile of Raven or some fiat if possible, so we can build this up for the next RAVENCOIN convention. Anytime we can get some income in, that's the only way to make it better for the next round, right? The first round, I'm just gonna just do my best to put it together and see what occurs of it. If anybody in the community even shows up for it, is one thing. I'm asking for people's support to show up, but that might be a challenge within itself. So we'll see what happens with that. The second thing was what was the second? The RAVENCOIN torch. I'm bringing that back for 2022. Mike will be my artist here. Mike is doing that behind the scenes. He'll have that ready in a couple of weeks, and we'll reveal that on at the RAVENCOIN convention. Okay. Another thing is that the third thing is that I'll be continuously to host a RAVENCOIN Community Day in Braveland, because I want to utilize Braveland more often. Because we're not utilizing the actual metaverse that was gifted to us. We have a member in the community that's donating thousands and thousands of dollars in fiat to pay for the Braveland server to keep that maintained, and then we don't utilize it once a month. That's not right. So I want to encourage people to join me every Friday for RAVENCOIN Community Day in Braveland. So that's the idea. So that's where I'm coming from, right? There's still some more stuff that I'm not going to reveal. So you just gotta stay tuned. Just hang out. Stick with C3 Media. You guys will see all the revelations coming to fruition on this T minus 30 version 2 for the RAVENCOIN birthday coming up, right? October 31st. It's coming up real soon. So it'd be nice to get some support on that. Also, with Raven Rock will be 1 year old next month on the 29th of October. There's going to be a lot coming up from that. If you're not following Raven Rock, make sure you follow Raven Rock on Twitter. That's where it's at. And you'll see what Raven Rock's doing. Like literally after Raven Rock's birthday, when it's actually 1 years old, you're gonna see all the adventures, not all at once, but it's gonna be revealed to you little by little where it's been going, what it's been doing, who it's been seeing, and some of the stuff you're gonna be pretty amazed. You're gonna be like, "What? When did this happen?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff, man. A lot of cool stuff out there. So with that said, anybody else got anything else to say that want to plug in? No, cool, yeah. All right then. That's it. We're gonna wrap it up. Raven Knights. I see you guys tomorrow in Braveland. Make sure you guys come support Brick and in the monthly meetup in Braveland. So until next time, Raven Knights, stack sats and huddle. Adios.